Last class you have learnt biochemical nature of transforming principle, Hershey-Chase experiment and central dogma of molecular biology. In this class we will see properties of genetic material and semi-conservative DNA replication. Let's see properties of genetic material. Already you know DNA is the genetic material. This was proved by many experiments. In some viruses, RNA also reported as genetic material. For example, tobacco mosaic virus. Now we will see characteristics of a genetic material. It should be able to replicate. That is, it creates own replica. It should be chemically and structurally stable. It must have the scope for slow changes to evolve. It should be able to express itself in the form of Mendelian characters. Genes composed of DNA show differential gene activity that is responsible for the process of differentiation in the organism. In other words, different genes remain functional in different cell types so that the latter may acquire their structure and functions. DNA, if damaged, can repair itself so as to preserve genetic information present in it. DNA absorbs the same wavelength of high energy radiations that can cause inheritable variation. Let's see required properties of genetic material. First one is replication. This refers to duplication of its genetic material which is shown by both DNA and RNA. Proteins and other molecules present in living beings do not exhibit this property. Second one is stability. Stability of genetic material should exist. It should not change its structure easily with changed stages of life, age of physiology of living beings. Even in Griffith experiment of transforming principle, DNA survived in heat-killed bacteria. Both the strands of DNA which are complementary can be separated. RNA is liable and easily degradable due to the presence of 2' OH group present in each nucleotide. As RNA is catalytic, it has become reactive because DNA is more stable than RNA. It is said to be better genetic material. Presence of thymine instead of uracil is another reason which lead to stability of DNA. Next is mutation. Genetic material should be able to undergo mutation and such a change should be stably inherited. Both nucleic acid have the capacity to mutate. RNA mutates at a faster rate when compared with DNA. Virus with RNA genome show mutation and evolution at a faster rate and thus has shorter lifespan. Let's see Messelson and Stahel experiment. They were experimentally proved for semi-conservative DNA replication. In 1958, they conducted an experiment on E. coli which divides in 20 minutes to observe the replication of DNA. Now we will see the experiment. A nitrogen 15 heavy isotope and nitrogen 14 normal isotopes. These are two isotopes of nitrogen which can be distinguished by centrifugation in cesium chloride. The culture E. coli in a medium constituting ammonium chloride 15 isotope over many generations. As a result, nitrogen 15 isotope was integrated into the bacterial DNA. Later, they revised the ammonium chloride 15 isotope medium to normal 14 isotope ammonium chloride. At a regular interval of time, They took the sample and checked for the density of DNA. Let's see the observation. In sample 1, after 20 minutes, what's happened we will see. The sample had bacterial DNA with an intermediate density. Then in sample 2, that is after 40 minutes, the sample contained DNA with both intermediate and light densities in the same proportion. Let's see the conclusion of this experiment. Based on observation and experimental results, they concluded that DNA molecules can replicate semi-conservatively. Investigation of conservative nature of replication of DNA or the copying of the cells DNA did not end there. Followed by this experiment, another one scientist, Taylor and his colleagues, conducted another experiment on the fava beans. Again proved that replication of DNA is semi-conservative.